Harold Jameson was 72 years old and had been waking up 3 to 5 times a night for the past 6 months. At first, he blamed it on the natural process of aging. His doctor called it nocturia, a condition where the bladder insists on emptying itself in the middle of the night, disturbing sleep and slowly chipping away at his energy, his focus, even his mood. Tired of being tired, Harold began his own quiet war against nocturia. No pills, no surgery. He wanted to try something simple, something natural. That's when he started digging into his diet. It began with a trip to the local farmer's market on a quiet Wednesday morning. There, nestled between stacks of beets and cucumbers, he met a retired nutritionist named Carla, who shared with him 5 vegetables that could make a difference, 5 natural remedies hiding in plain sight. The first was pumpkin seeds, and more specifically, the flesh of the pumpkin itself. Pumpkin is rich in zinc and phytosterols, Carla explained, bagging a few small green pumpkins into Harold's tote. Those compounds support prostate health, which is often tied to nocturia in older men. Cook it, mash it, turn it into soup. It helps reduce bladder pressure at night. Harold wasn't sure about cooking pumpkins in June, but he took them home. That night, he baked one, pureed it with a little garlic and olive oil, and ate a small bowl with dinner. It was delicious, earthy and rich, and surprisingly filling. He slept only waking up twice. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. Next on Carla's list were edamame beans, young soybeans, bright green and full of protein. They were high in isoflavones, which mimicked estrogen slightly and helped balance hormone levels, reducing bladder overactivity in both men and women. Harold tossed them in sea salt and steamed them. The nutty taste reminded him of a snack he'd had once in Japan, decades ago. That night, he woke up only once. Encouraged, he added asparagus to his routine. A natural diuretic during the day, asparagus helped flush excess fluids before bedtime, meaning his bladder didn't have to deal with as much during the night. The trick, Carla told him, was to eat it at lunch, not dinner. The spears were thick and fresh, lightly grilled with lemon and olive oil. He ate them with grilled chicken and drank no water after 7 p.m. That night, not a single trip to the bathroom. The fourth vegetable surprised him, celery. It's 95% water, Carla had said, but celery also contains phthalates, which relax blood vessels and help the kidneys regulate fluid better. Harold began eating celery sticks around midday, sometimes dipping them in hummus, other times just plain. The crunch was satisfying, and after 2 weeks of sticking to his new regimen, he noticed something remarkable. His sleep was returning. The last vegetable was one he'd overlooked most of his life: cooked spinach. Spinach is high in magnesium, a mineral that helps regulate muscle and nerve function. Magnesium also plays a key role in relaxing the bladder and reducing involuntary contractions that could cause nighttime urgency. Harold sautéed spinach in garlic and olive oil nearly every other day. Within a month of starting his vegetable protocol, his average nightly bathroom trips had dropped from 5 to just 1 or 2, and some nights, not at all. Beyond the vegetables themselves, Harold also made other small changes. He stopped drinking tea after 6 p.m. He cut back on sugar. He went for a slow walk every evening after dinner, which helped regulate his digestion and gave his body time to process fluids before bed. The improvement in his life was dramatic. He had more energy in the morning. He stopped falling asleep in his armchair after lunch. His mood lifted, his memory improved, and even his afternoon chess matches at the park became sharper. But the most profound moment came one morning in early August. Harold woke up at 6:45 a.m. and realized something. He hadn't gotten up once all night. It had been his first uninterrupted night of sleep in nearly a year. He made coffee, toasted a slice of sourdough, and sat at his kitchen table staring out the window at the rising sun. No pills, no surgeries, just vegetables. It felt almost absurd how simple it had been. That day, he returned to the market and found Carla again. "I slept through the night," he said, his voice calm but glowing with quiet victory. Carla smiled knowingly and handed him a fresh bunch of asparagus. "Nature knows what she's doing," she replied. And Harold, who had spent months struggling with fatigue, fog, and frustration, finally understood what that meant. Not every battle needed to be fought with force. Sometimes the answers were soft, green, and quietly growing in the soil.